Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Academy channel. We are so incredibly glad you've tuned in today.
That's right, Rose. And today's episode is incredibly special because we are shedding light on a piece of history that usually gets left in the shadows. When people enter the world of Stellar, they almost always enter through the technical door. They talk about Jed McCaleb, they talk about Ripple, and they talk about the code behind the network.
But Stellar was never only a story about code. There is another half to that origin story, a deeply human, strategic, and inspiring half. Today, we are telling the story of an amazing lady, the co-creator of Stellar, Joyce Kim.
You know, Rose, unlike Jed, Joyce Kim didn't walk into the blockchain space as a traditional engineer or a hacker archetype. Her path was forged in completely different arenas: Harvard law, venture capital, fast-paced startups, and profound social impact.
Exactly. She was trained at the highest levels, working at major prestigious law firms like WilmerHale and Shearman and Sterling before stepping into venture capital with Freestyle Capital. But what really defines Joyce is her heart for people. Through her pro bono legal work, including her time connected to the Innocence Project, she saw firsthand how deeply institutional structures can shape someone's entire life.
She learned a vital lesson during those years. When a system is built against everyday people, simply being right isn't always enough. The rules themselves have to change.
Yes. And when Joyce later turned her attention to global finance, she saw that exact same heartbreaking pattern repeating itself. She realized that the people with the absolute least amount of money were always forced to pay the highest price just to move it, borrow it, protect it, or simply be recognized by the system at all. That lesson stayed with her, and it became the true North Star for what would eventually become Stellar.
To understand how Stellar truly came to life, we have to look back at 2013, when Jed McCaleb left Ripple. At that time, Ripple was moving toward a highly centralized, enterprise-focused model designed to serve big banks and massive institutional relationships.
Now, that corporate path had its own logic, but Jed envisioned a completely different future for blockchain technology. He wanted an open, decentralized network focused on individuals, the everyday people, who were usually ignored by the traditional financial systems already in power.
But here is the reality. A beautiful network can be imagined by brilliant engineers, but code alone cannot change the world. If a network is going to operate across global borders, look regulators in the eye, attract major international partners, and earn the public's trust, it has to be built with the real world in mind.
And that is exactly where Joyce Kim stepped in. While Jed brought the protocol vision, Joyce shaped the entire architecture around it. She was the one who designed the legal foundation, the non-profit structure, the governance, and the humanitarian mission that allowed Stellar to break away from Ripple and stand completely on its own feet.
It was a perfect balance at the very beginning. McCaleb was the protocol and the vision. Kim was the legal architecture, the mission, and the crucial institutional credibility.
When Stellar officially launched in 2014, backed early on by Stripe, Joyce and Jed stood side by side as co-creators. But what truly set Stellar apart wasn't just the fact that it launched, it was how Joyce chose to structure it.
Right. One of the most revolutionary decisions made at the start was organizing Stellar as a non-profit foundation. In the crypto space at the time, that was incredibly unusual. Ripple was corporate and bank-focused, so Joyce ensured Stellar became open financial infrastructure designed around access and human participation.
As Stellar's very first executive director, Joyce's job was to take this technical network and give it real-world credibility. She was the voice speaking to global partners, navigating complex regulations, and publicly communicating the heart of the project.
And she anchored the entire network's identity to one profound truth: it is incredibly expensive to be poor.
It really is. Joyce made sure Stellar's core focus became low-cost remittances, fragmented developing markets, and helping people in areas where traditional financial rails were too slow, too expensive, or completely locked away. The goal wasn't just to move money faster for the wealthy. The goal was to make access cheaper for everyone.
Now, in 2016, Joyce made the decision to step down as executive director. From the outside, a lot of people mistakenly thought that meant she had exited the project or disappeared entirely. But that couldn't be further from the truth.
Not at all. While she stepped back from day-to-day operations to explore other vital avenues of financial inclusion, like microfinance, she remained the chair of the board. This meant her voice, her leadership, and her guidance still directly shaped the foundation's major decisions and governance.
The beautiful structure she built remained fully intact. The non-profit foundation stayed true, the humanitarian mission stayed alive, and Joyce remained firmly connected to the decisions that truly mattered.
But as the years went on, the public narrative began to shift. Because Jed was the visible face in the technical circles, the public started telling Stella's history mostly through him. It made the story simpler for the media, but it made it highly incomplete. Joyce's story became quieter, not because her work ended, but because it moved from the front of the stage directly into the permanent structure operating behind it.
Joyce Kim's legacy is woven into every single transaction and trust line we use today on the Stella network. She proved that technology without a mission is just code, but technology built with a heart can uplift humanity.
We want to thank you all for your commitment to learning and evolving, and the heart you bring to this community. Please take your time going through the library folders, keep learning at your own pace, and enjoy the journey ahead.
Keep an eye on the channel for new videos as they are uploaded. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and we will see you in the very next episode.